All right, first off, I just want to start this video by saying thank you guys so much to everybody who submitted an account. This time around, there are 30 accounts submitted. Honestly, I don't know how far I'm going to get. I just did the My Hero account review, so I'll get as many of these in here as I can. But if I don't get to you, right, I apologize. I'm not intentionally picking certain people on purpose. I'm literally just going to randomly pick different screen recording showcases that people have submitted and go through them. So if I don't get to you, I will try to get to you next time. I apologize. I try to do these showcases for people every time something big happens in the game. So Sukuna just came out. Next time I do it, it'll probably be when the new Green Gojo and Shoko come out or something like that. So there will be more opportunities to show off your account, to show off your recollections and where you're at. So we're going to be starting with Ashura here. They are level 62. And it looks like their friend unit is a one dupe Nobara and Pride. We'll take a look at the account. I think that this was a free-to-play account when I clicked it and opened it. So it'll be interesting to see what a free-to-play account has to offer, where it's at. Also, if it doesn't say if it's free-to-play or a spender, I'll try to guess if it's a free-to-play account or spending. I'd be interested to find out. But 16,000 cubes left, it looks like, hopefully this is after the domain expansion Gojo summons. Okay, so we do have Sukuna, level 150. Let's freaking go. 3 dupes. Holy crap. Okay. We also have Toji, domain expansion Gojo, the new Itadori. It actually looks like this is free to play. Okay, it's pretty good. It looks like you probably skipped some other banners in between. But 150 Sukuna stamped up. Toji, looking pretty solid on the characters. Is that yellow Nobara because you didn't really have a great yellow character for a while? You probably didn't get hidden inventory Gojo then, would be my guess. That's why. But now you have Itadori, so you don't have to Nobara is still good, but Itadori is going to be better, right? So now you have Itadori, which is solid. That's pretty good to start with. We also have Megami level 100. I feel like he should be leveled up probably soon. He's really good in my opinion. I think definitely worth getting closer to level 150. I don't think you have to have him there right away. This blue Itadori, by the way, if you plan on climbing through Illusory Tower, is actually going to be pretty helpful later. So he's kind of one of those sleeper units. I feel like not a lot, some characters don't get a lot of uses, but that Itadori has actually helped me at least on 2 higher level Illusory Tower floors, so he can actually be useful. The recollections you have invested in look pretty good. All the ones that are level 80, I definitely agree with being level 80, being duped out. I like and use a lot of those. I don't see a lot of the rare and SR ones up here though that I use quite frequently in Illusory Tower myself. So for example, this one should probably be a higher level, max level. Realistically, it's really good. It's used all the time. This one actually should probably be leveled up a little bit more. I know it's free to play, but it's actually pretty decent with the revive and what it offers. There's going to be definitely other recollections and memories down here that I think are useful to you that you probably don't have leveled up yet that you could level up. Basically, any of the rare SR ones that draw aggro are pretty useful as well. Depending, this one with Miwa is pretty good. This one down here at the bottom with Itadori is actually good. Those are 2 decent rare recollections that people just sometimes neglect to use or don't realize. So in general, those would be my piece of advice for you, but pretty nice free-to-play account. Next up, we have Tyler. Tyler is level 63. I'm leaning... Well, I'm not going to say which way I'm leaning yet. I don't know. I'm leaning towards free-to-play, but who knows? Once we get into the actual stuff, we'll see. Okay, so we have Hollow Purple Gojo, 150. We have Sukuna at level 144. Let's go. Stamp on those 2 characters. I don't know about putting the stamp on Blue Gojo. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, he's not a bad character, right? Not a terrible one to put it on, but I don't know that he is the one that I probably would have put a stamp on there out of all those characters, but I don't think it's a terrible choice. Looks like you got pretty decent characters. A lot of the characters you got blue Inamaki, so that right there tells me you're probably spending to be able to summon. Yeah, you're definitely spending to be able to summon on these banners, so I'm guessing this is a light spending account because you don't have everything invested in, Yuta's not even invested in, so I'm going light spending. Maybe if anything, let me know if I'm wrong. You could be free to play seeing those level 1s. It's kind of tricky. You might be free to play actually. I'm going back. I'm going back on my word. I'm going free to play, looking at the amount of characters that you had. Recollection wise, I would actually, this is a thing I don't see on yours, is I would favorite maybe the recollections you use more. Personally, I like to do that just because it helps you when you're building Illusory Tower teams and stages, right? You just go in and you go to Switch and you put on your favorites, and it makes it easier for you to find the recollections you actually use more often. I recommend that really for everybody. Favorite the recollections you like using more because that'll help you out. Same thing here. You got recollections that could be invested in a little bit more, leveled up a little bit more. By the way, let me go back here. This one should be leveled up right here. You should get that one leveled up soon. That one should be leveled up. Yeah, you definitely got some ones that one should definitely be leveled up. You got quite a few recollections here that should be higher investment, just because they will be used and used quite frequently. So I would work on those ones. And then we're looking at 1,000 cubes left. Okay, I'm definitely leaning free to play on the amount of cubes that are left and everything right there. But pretty good account so far. I like it. What do we have? 52 AP packs? Okay, you're just hoarding those AP packs. Holy crap. What are you saving the AP packs for, man? I feel like with the double drop weekends, right? That's the time to use them. Let me know what you're saving them for, because I'm curious. Okay, and that last account was in fact free to play. This account is also free to play. I like so many of these accounts, I'm realizing are free to play accounts. Actually crazy. Okay, so we have Ace. Hi, YouTube. Okay, level 54. We got Green Gato as our side or our shared unit. And I just gonna preface this. I don't know if it's Gato, Ghetto, however you say it, right? Okay, get that out of the way. I don't know. People debate it. Different regions say it different ways. 82 million, man. Wow. I think you could use some of those to get some of these characters to 150. I think Gojo's definitely worth it. Well, actually, all three Gojos at the top definitely worth getting to 150. Yuta's worth getting to 150. Itadori's worth getting to 150. I think those are kind of like the starter characters I would do. Toji could technically be thrown into the mix, but I mean, if you have Yuta, you don't need Toji 150, or if you have Toji 150, you don't need Yuta 150. It's like either or. Pick which one you want to have 150. Do we use stamps? Actually, I didn't even see that. You haven't used any? Okay, you've used one stamp there. That's fair. I don't see Sukuna in here, so rip if you didn't get Sukuna. But if you did get Sukuna, make sure you use the stamp on him. Character-wise, though, looking pretty decent for a free-to-play. Let's see. Yeah, recollections here. It's kind of weird because on this game, like, recollections I think matter more than like My Hero, where I do like memory views. I don't care as much about the memories in My Hero, but here in JJK, the recollections make a big difference in whether you win or lose, like an illusory tower battle. You have dupes for this? Please dupe this out. You use it. I can't think of like a team that doesn't use it if it's available, right? So dupe that out. Same thing here. Both of these should be duped out. This need, like, you need to just level up some of these more. Like, this needs to be leveled up. It's really good, definitely useful. Non-standard, you could dupe out a little bit more, level it up more. So like, you definitely have some work to do and things sitting in your box here that you're just kind of neglecting, but it's not bad. It's just you need to get them invested in a little bit. I do understand you're free to play and it's a little bit harder to invest in some of these things, but like, at least those things at the top, you already have them partially invested in, so you might as well go all the way, right? And same thing to you, those rare memories and stuff I pointed out on other accounts, I would also recommend investing in some of those as well, because they can be useful to you. And it looks like, yeah, you still have the grade materials and stuff to work on some of the grades for your characters, so I would also recommend trying to get some of those other characters that I mentioned up a little bit higher. At least try to get like one or two of your characters closer or to 150 in general. I think that would be beneficial to you. But overall, not a bad start. I think you got a good looking account. And look at this, dupes on these characters, and I'm not sure why you're not using them. Is that dupes? Actually, that might not have been dupes. Hold on, can we see? Wait, I went too far. No, okay, you don't have dupes. It's just giving you the exclamation mark because of the grade and skill. Never mind. If you did have dupes, that'd be crazy. But you do have a Phantom Seal, so you could use that potentially on like Anniversary Itadori or Domain Expansion Gojo. You could, or Hollow Purple Gojo. Like, honestly, any of these characters right here in the top 5, right up to Yuta, could have a stamp on them. I do see that you have a stamp there, but yeah, not a bad start. Next up, we have Annie. Annie is level 74. Let's take a look at the account. They do have Miguel, one of, I would argue, the most useless characters in the game. I don't know. It really bugs me. I wanted him to be good, and then he just wasn't for whatever reason. Character rank, Gojo being the highest. No surprise there. Looks like we have at least one of every character. So you got Sukuna, you got Toji, you got Gato. Like, let's go. I like that. Let's see the actual character levels and stuff like that. All right, so 150 to 5. I think you might spend a little bit of money. Okay, Dupe 5 Sukuna, absolutely crazy. I mean, That's crazy. Even a dupe one, Sukuna is a beast. You don't need him duped out to dupe 5. Like, it's better, way better to have him dupe 5, but it's not necessary, right, to have him be good. He's still broken even at dupe 1. We have a stamp on him, stamp on Yuta, stamp on Toji. This is kind of questionable here, in my opinion, having a stamp on both of them. I think it's like either or. Like I said, you should probably pick one to put a stamp on, but I respect it nonetheless. I just think, in my personal preference, I would have like one blue character, one red character, one yellow character, one green character, if at all possible. That being said, I think I put a stamp on this Gojo just for his extra damage after his domain expansion. I know that's probably not the dumbest, like the smartest thing, so I'm not saying I don't make dumb decisions as well, but yeah, so looking good on the characters. A lot of characters duped out, it looks like. So you have to spend. If you don't spend, if this is free to play, that's the most insane free to play account I've ever seen. But this is definitely like, I feel like you've pitied a few things a couple of times looking at it. What else do we have down here? So we do have some characters that are not really invested in, but those characters are kind of not great. So I think your investment actually looks really solid. I think you got the right characters near the top. You got your rare characters invested in stuff that you need as well. So it looks pretty solid. Like I have no complaints. I have nothing that I would really change looking at your character box. Now let's take a look here. It looks like you are probably climbing through Illusory Tower to some degree, because some of these memories, recollections, other people haven't really had up here, whereas you do. However, I am gonna say I still don't see a whole lot of rare ones up here, and like people sleep on the rare and SR recollections. Like I use rare and SR recollections all the time, so I don't know how much you're actually climbing through Illusory Tower, but there's definitely gonna be times where you want to use rare ones over rare and SR ones over the SSR recollections. So if anything, I would still recommend, all from the previous accounts, the ones I pointed out, like working on leveling up some of these recollections and using them. Like these two right here specifically, I've used quite a few times as rare recollections, and they're pretty useful. But looking pretty decent so far. And is that it? That is it. Okay, so that was Annie. On to the next one. Okay, now we're taking a look at Jessie Go, and it says my luck got better, sorta. Okay, well, let's take a look at the account and see how the luck is. Okay, I like the titles. That means we are actually actively playing the game, participating in content in the game, so that's good. Level 56 is not the highest player rank, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. Okay, so recollection-wise, you are kind of looking nice on the SSR recollections. I like the ones that are leveled up to level 80. That being said, I'm still not seeing... Why does nobody... How... I guess I am at floor, what, 58, 59 in Illusory Tower. Maybe not everybody's that far, so they haven't had a need for the rare and SR recollections I use. But I feel like even around like 430, 40, I still used a lot of the rare and SR recollections. So I feel like everybody should be similarly investing in some of these. Like, for example... Okay, this one right here should be invested in. It's level 52, to be fair. Like, you've used it a little bit, but like I would try to get that like max level personally, because that one's used quite frequently, quite like a lot. There's other SR ones in here too I haven't pointed out. If I see them and I realize it, I'll try to point them out, but I'm not going to keep pointing out the rare ones because I'm pointing out the rare ones like 2 or 3 times now, right? But there's definitely some more SR ones besides that I've used. Okay, actually, I want to go back. I want to take a look before you switched it. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got Blue Gojo with the stamp. Still questionable, in my opinion. Hollow Purple Gojo. Green Itadori, 5 duped. Okay, he's one of your strongest characters. All right, now you can switch it. Let's see what all this is. All right, so level. Megami's actually your highest level. Okay, I respect that. He's actually a decent damage dealer, debuffer, right? Does a lot of good stuff for you. Ooh, we got green. I'm so envious of everybody that has this green Megami. I really wanted him. Did not get him. So maybe eventually I'll get him, but I'm surviving just fine without him. As long as you have Hollow Purple Gojo, you'll be okay. But a yellow, a green, and a blue character at the top. The one thing we are missing, I will say, is a red character. I mean, I guess we have Nobara at 112, but are we missing Yuta and Toji? That's kind of rough if we are. We have a stamp also on Nobara. I don't know that that was the best use. I'm going to call you out on that a little bit, because even if you needed a yellow character that was strong at the time, I would have just waited. I would have waited until you could get a better yellow character to use that stamp on. Personally, yeah, looking at this, it looks like you don't have Toji or not Toji. Hidden Inventory Gojo or Zone Itadori. Holy crap, why is that so hard for me to think of? So yeah, the stamp on Nobara, I understand it, but also questionable at the same time. The bad thing about stamps is, like, it's not like you can take them off afterwards, right? Once you have done it, you're stuck with it, unless they add a feature in the into the game, in the future of the game, that lets you like re-roll the stamp or something, like up to one time, which would be a nice feature, because sometimes people don't know what they're doing, right? I think that is something that they could do, but I don't know if they'll ever eventually do that. So definitely a free-to-play account, in my opinion. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. But you do have pretty decent characters for being free to play. I just don't know about the investment in the characters personally. All right, next up we have Hops, and I can tell you right now, just looking at it, because it has like the special frame and stuff, this is a JP account. Frames are coming to global, right? We also have Shoko here. Like, it's a dead giveaway. It's a JP account, right? But it's kind of weird because now we can't see like the normal stuff that you feel like you see on the other accounts. But still, here, let's take a look. All right, we do have the new Gojo, the Honored One Gojo at level 137. In my experience, mine is not that high, right? Because I had to re-roll my account and just got him. He's at like level 85, 90, somewhere around there. I would like to get him up to like 120 or so before I showcase him. This showcase is so late, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be like the latest showcase I've ever done for a character, but I had to restart my account, so it is what it is. But having him, massive. Having Shoko as well, like, you're gonna have a very strong green team when you have those two characters. This guy can literally destroy higher level illusory tower floors in JP by himself. Like, it's actually ridiculous how broken he is. And then Red Gojo is really good as well still. So like, solid account so far. I'm looking at it, I'm leaning free to play still, because you could get a lot of this stuff free to play now. Like, this guy is in the general pool, right? Hidden Inventory Gojo is in the general pool for JP. I think it's definitely possible for a lot of these to be free to play. And I feel like if you were a spender, you would have a lot more characters in this, right? So I definitely lean free to play. Looking at the recollections, looking pretty good. It does look like you're missing, potentially, the new recollection for the new Gojo. So you pulled that many dupes of Gojo, but not the new recollection, unless I'm just missing it and it's level 1, but I think you would have leveled that up right away. So actually, that's not a lot of recollections. That's a crazy low amount of recollections. That's crazy. Oh, that was the fastest showcase, I swear, that anybody has done so far. But if this is a free-to-play account, I think your characters are honestly looking kind of stacked with the ones that you do have, and I think you just need to get a few more recollections to help you out a little bit more, and a little bit more variety to your characters here, because you have red, you have green, I guess you have a yellow, but I mean, really what you need is Sukuna right there. Sukuna just fills that blue spot really well. Other than that, like, Gojo is a solid option if you don't have him, so I guess that's fine. Next up, we have Just Dex, level 54, and it looks like Gato is the friend unit. We are back to global. Let's see. Okay, are we gonna just look at we're just looking at combat power, apparently. I was hoping we would see level as well. I like to see level, but Hollow Purple Gojo being duped for, pretty dang good for that. We do have you bought the outfit. You spent money. I see you. I didn't even spend money for the outfit, but I don't know. I like cosmetics. I don't like spending money for cosmetics. I'd much rather earn the cosmetics, like Itadori's outfit. Like, that feels so much better than me. Like, I'll pay all day for as you guys have seen, right? I'll pay all day for the character to get a character, but I don't know about dropping 20 bucks on a skin. Personally, like, I know it works in other games and whatnot, but I'm already paying for the character. I don't really want to pay for the skin to equip to him as well, and that's just me. I know plenty of people feel differently, but we do have a yellow, a red, a blue, and a green all at the top, so I respect that. That is kind of what you need. You just need one of each attacker to be like your top units. The buffers and stuff, notice I haven't really said anything about like Red Yaga, Red Nanami, Gakugan Jenny, stuff like that, because those characters don't need to be max level 150. You just need to have them like 100 and have them be there, and that's good enough. As for the recollections, we do have the 2 free-to-play ones done. All the right recollections up here at the top. Ooh, and finally, somebody everybody with SR recollections up here. So you're definitely climbing through Illusory Tower. So yes, this is one that's really good. This one I already pointed out, right? So, okay, like to see it. This one can have its uses. I won't say it's used all the time, but it definitely has its uses. This one, not really so much anymore. So ignore that one there. But like a lot of these SR memories, there you go. That was helpful because we got to point those out to people. But a lot of those SR memories you will actually end up using quite a bit as you climb through Illusory Tower. So pretty decent investment in your, honestly, your characters and your recollections. I think your investment is good on both of those things right there. All right, next up is I Am Hazel. Apparently they have a YouTube channel, so go check that out if you guys want to support them. Let's see what the account looks like. I'm interested. Hopefully it'll be good. Okay, I love seeing all the titles for people. Like, that is sick. It's pretty, right? I wish, what I want to see is like moving titles. Moving titles would be really cool to see in the game. I'm waiting for it to happen. They added frames, right? So I think moving titles are eventually on the horizon, are going to happen, but we'll see. I hope we go back to the recollections and see more of the recollections. But okay, so character-wise, we have a stamp on Megami. I understand it. Once again, I don't know if that would be my first choice for a stamp personally, but I understand it. That's fine. Sukuna, I think, definitely deserves a stamp. And then maybe, well, probably not Itadori now since you have Megami, but he could have been one that deserved a stamp before Megami had the stamp. Red Yuta having a stamp makes sense. So red Yuta, blue Sukuna, yellow Megami, and then who's going to be your red character for a stamp is the question. Or what? No, not red character. We had red, blue, yellow, sorry, green character for a stamp. Oh man, I'm out of it. Which would probably be, in my opinion, Hollow Purple Gojo. That is probably the green character to put a stamp on, unless you're going to wait for the new Honored One Gojo to come out, and then he could definitely be a top contender to get a stamp. Based on the amount of characters I saw, by the way, I had a lot of characters not invested in, but you did have a lot of SSRs down there. I'm going to lean towards like a light spending player. That would be my guess here. I don't know. But that would be my guess. Okay, what about the rest of these recollections? Okay, investment in the recollections so far. Okay, yeah, actually, the recollection investment is solid. It's not bad because then we got the SRs down here, right? That are useful. You actually have a lot more up to like level 50 than I think most people do. So I find that interesting. Okay, yeah, I do that also. Whenever I see one like with like an exclamation point that needs to be duped out, and I only have one, it bothers me though, right? Like my OCD, I'm like, I gotta go dupe these out. So you did dupe out all your recollections, which I love, because some people just let them sit there. You missed one. Some people just let them sit there and don't dupe them out, and that bothers me to no end. Like if you've ever seen me do a My Hero review, right? I'm always like, lock your memories, clean out your box. I feel the same exact way on JJK. It's like you should favorite your recollections that you use more often. You should dupe out the recollections that you're able to dupe out, and then you should sell all the ones that you have extra dupes of. That way you can get potentially, you know, free things that are going to help you in the future of the game. Like getting rid of your excess recollections and excess character shards helps you a lot in this game, and I think it's something not a lot of people realize and or do. So I think it's definitely something worth doing. 455, somebody finally shows us Illusory Tower. Let's go. Okay. 455 is a bit of a doozy. I'll give you that too. It was kind of difficult to clear. So I totally get that. Hopefully you found a way to clear it by now, but who knows? If you haven't, it is difficult. So I completely understand. And we've cleared, looks like, most of the other content in the game. I would hope most people have cleared this stuff by now. If you're on 455 of Illusory Tower, right, you're definitely having cleared all of that stuff, and you should have cleared all the story mode and everything else, right? So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense right there. Still 30, wait, how many cubes left? 35,000 cubes left? Okay. Okay, and you're one ticket away from being able to summon on Sukuna again. Okay, interesting. Not bad. Very good account. And then we got 36 tickets there. Those are the 9 tickets for Sukuna. I still have, why is everybody saving their AP packs? Like, I get saving the AP packs, right, for the weekends where you have the extra drops, but that's when you should be using them. No, am I crazy? You have 3 stamps, by the way. Maybe Hollow Purple Gojo deserves a stamp. I mean, not necessary, but could be a use. I know you're getting closer to where there's going to be a green 4 coming up here in Illusory Tower, and if you want to use the Hollow Purple Gojo nuke strategy in 5 turns, right? It helps to have him stamped. You don't have to, right? but just an idea. Or save the stamp for Honored One Gojo. You know, don't do it just because I said it's an option, right? Don't blame me later, but it is an option for you with those stamps. Okay, so just something to consider overall. But basically, this account looks pretty good. I'm gonna definitely go light spending, especially with the amount of cubes you still have after getting Sukuna and the other characters you have. All right, next up we have Nina Boy's account. I have no idea anything about this account, but 51,000 cubes. Okay, so that's a decent amount of cubes. I do see the new Gojo there. We have quite a bit of tickets there. My question is going to be, do you have Sukuna as well at this point, or have you not gotten Sukuna yet? I'm hoping you did. I hope for everybody that shows me these accounts, but I've already seen one that hasn't. But I hope whenever I'm looking at these accounts that everybody has like all the characters they need and got Sukuna and Gojo and all that other good stuff. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look here. Some characters already 150, which is great. We got, see, this is the problem. I'm already, this is the problem. I don't think this is necessary. I see the stamp on Gojo, right? I see the stamp on Sukuna. I don't think it's necessary to have two of the same color characters stamped like that. And I really don't think Gojo is the one to stamp out of the two of them. I think Sukuna is the one to stamp. Granted, I get it if you stamped him before Sukuna came out, which a lot of people probably did, because you needed a decent blue character. But, yeah, I really hope in the future they add some way to take off a stamp, man. Like at least one time. Like it'd be stupid if you could do it over and over again and just switch it to the characters you need given the stage, right? But if you could remove a stamp, limited up to one time and replace it on another character, that would be a very nice addition. I don't know if anybody else has thought of this, but I think that's something they should do. Okay, but we do have a blue, a red, a green, and a yellow up here. I do think your yellow character. Oh well, no, never mind. I was gonna say I think your Gojo needs a little bit more investment to be on par with the others. But then you have Itadori right here at 140, so it's fine. Overall, character investment looks pretty solid. You do have some characters down here that are SSRs, like Red Panda, who is not the greatest, but he will get better with the hidden potential system that's coming out. So it might be worth putting a little bit into those characters, at least getting them up in levels, just so you can try them out and have fun with them. That's one thing about pulling characters in this game, or any gacha game really, is like sometimes characters don't get used and like you pull them and you don't touch them, right? Like Red Panda was level 1. And that's just painful in my opinion. Like sometimes I like even in My Hero and JJK, I try to use characters that don't get a whole lot of use just because I want to have fun with the game and try something different and see if I can come up with like a strategy that uses those characters. Like a lot of times in My Hero Ultra Impact, I'll go and use like free to play characters or stuff like that. I don't need to, right? Because I spend money, but it helps other people out and it's just fun for me to try different strategies. Same thing with JJK. So I don't know. Those characters might, that Red Panda might be worth putting a little bit into because he does get a lot better with the hidden potential system. Not anything broken, but better than he is right now. Recollection wise, looking good on recollection investment, but I will say once again, we're missing SRs and rares. Oh, well, yeah, we're still missing SR and rares. That should be leveled up a little bit more. And you got a lot of dupes there. I feel like you need to clean up your box a little bit. So go dupe out your recollections that you need to dupe out or sell them or whatever you're going to do, right? But I would do that. Also, we got the limited illusory tower floors clear quite a bit. We're up to 448. 448, to be fair, any illusory tower is a bit of a doozy as well. Shameless plug here. I don't know how useful my guides are in Illusory Tower, but if anyone ever needs help with like 448 or whatnot, I at least post, I call them guides, right? But people have commented, they're not guides, whatever. Like, how else do I do a guide other than show you what I did and explain what I did? So anyways, I show you at least the one strategy and explain the one strategy for a guide on each floor that I did. Okay, people get mad at me though because I don't show you multiple ways of clearing the floor. It's like I can only do so much. But if you need help with 448, there's at least one strategy in my video that might help you out a little bit. If you don't have those characters, right, then you're like, I don't have those characters, and people get mad at me for that too. And it's like, it's a gacha game. I can't help you. Oh man. But you guys get the gist. So there is a little bit of help. And if not my tutorials, right, there's plenty of other people that record their illusory tower floors to help you get through those harder floors. But 448 for sure is one of those ones that people get stuck on. Next up, we have Rick Frums. He has a 5 duped, looks like stamped Sukuna as well. Okay. 1 Domain Gojo skin giveaway. Oh, he won a giveaway for the Domain Gojo skin? Okay, let's go. That's pretty nice. Oh yeah, flex that on people. I'm kind of jealous of that, but like, I respect it more that you won it than spending the money for it. 49,000 cubes, 3,000 paid cubes. So obviously we spend, right, if we have paid cubes. I mean, not everybody has shown me their paid cubes, I don't think, so it makes it a little bit harder to guess, but I know you're a spender because of that. What are you showing me? Cube, pack, and skin. I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm looking at right there. Anyways, into the characters. All right, so 5 dupes Sukuna, absolutely crazy. That's so good. And then we have Domain Expansion Gojo and Itadori. I'm guessing probably light spending, if we're spending, right? Because I don't know, maybe you just went all in for Sukuna. I feel like you just went all in for Sukuna looking at your characters because you don't have a crazy amount of characters, but you do have Domain Expansion Gojo and Itadori, so I'm definitely leaning towards, looking at the account, 100% leaning towards light spending. Like, definitely. It may be free to play. Maybe you got those paid cubes some other way. Maybe that's what you were trying to show me. I don't know. It's definitely not that much money has been spent on this account, though, but yeah, SSR recollections look pretty good. I wish we could see your rare and SR ones because those do matter in this game. Still have 341 tickets. Wow. Okay. We still have all 4 stamps. Could use some of those stamps on some of your characters if you needed to. If you wanted more characters, you could easily pull on this, but I assume you're waiting until the hidden inventory update to use these tickets right here. So I get that as well, but let me know down in the comments why you're saving those tickets, if you're going to finally use them when hidden inventory comes out or not. But I can attest to the fact that I've used 999 tickets thinking I was going to get a hollow purple Gojo, right? And I didn't get a single copy. So I don't blame anyone now who has these tickets saved up, because even with that amount of tickets, you're not guaranteed to get a copy of the character you want. Next up, we have Pooh. Apparently, it was loaded up as Struff when I opened up the file, but I see Domain Expansion Gojo. Okay, so we at least got him. Do we get Sukuna? I don't see a Sukuna here, and I know this was uploaded. Like, all of these should have been uploaded after Sukuna came out, so that is a bit rough if you did not get him. But we do have like decent character investment: blue, red, yellow, green. Like, this is ideally, like, maybe not necessarily exactly these characters, but ideally you have something like that near the top for your attacker type units. Wait a second, did I see a stamp on the wrong? I saw a stamp on Gojo. I see a stamp on him, so I don't know about that if you were to pull for Sukuna, but the fact that you don't have Sukuna, it's okay, right? Like, I hope you didn't pull for Sukuna if you snapped Gojo in a way, but at the same time, like, you should pull for Sukuna because he's like the most broken character in the game. So I don't know how to feel about that overall. But yeah, I just feel some way about people putting stamps on Gojos, like Blue Gojo specifically, on Blue Gojo. Other Gojos make a little bit more sense to me, but Blue Gojo, it's like, I'm like, I don't know if I'd be doing that, especially since we've known for how many months that Sukuna was coming, right? I don't think there was any reason to stamp Blue Gojo, but that's just my opinion. All right, let's see the recollections here. Okay, so we have Pride. We have Like-Minded Sisters, we have Non-Standard, we have Rest for Adults, we have a lot of really good recollections up here. Unity from top to bottom. Adult Time is up there. And are we seeing just SSRs right now, or are there also going to be SRs down here? I have so many it's crazy, right? This is something that they need to change in the game, in my personal opinion. I have so many recollections like this as well at level 1, because I literally cannot get enough freaking stamina and materials to get all my recollections leveled up. I'd like to just have them done, you know, that way, like, to flex my box on people, but you gotta spend like money to be able to get enough AP to be able to like get all your recollections leveled up. If we see anyone with like their entire recollection box done, right, they have spent money. There is no way to have your recollections all leveled up without spending money. It's literally freaking impossible. We do have some of the rares and SRs leveled up to like 50, I saw. Once again, some of those recollections I do think are worth like getting as high as possible past level 50, but to each their own. It's not 100% necessary, but I do think it helps a little bit with like giving you extra HP and stuff like that in later illusory tower stages. I did see Sukuna there on the rank as well, and Gato. Missing Sukuna and Gato there, so that is a little bit rough, but I think you have a decent account. I think if you are able, I don't know, do we see cubes at any point here? I thought we did for half a second. As I say, if you are able, try to get 1 or 2 more summons on Sukuna before he goes away, but I know that's going to be hard looking at the cubes, but I hope you get them. I really do. All right, next up we have bows ranked 68, and somebody actually showed us their data overview, which is interesting. 57 characters obtained, 137 recollection bits, 297 total clearance rating, 78 titles obtained, and overall character rank is 914. Most used characters, it's just like recently within a certain amount of matches. I don't really like this particular part because there's no way we're using Blue Megami that much. Like, yeah, you might have used him recently, but like he is not your most used character overall. And I believe it's if you like click this little info tab, it tells you like more about like how that's actually selected, which is, I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So yeah, we'll continue on here. So we did get Sukuna. We still have 13,000 cubes left. Nice. A dupe 5 Sukuna with a stamp. Okay, this is a you spend. Oh boy, do we spend. We have a 150 hidden inventory Gojo and hidden inventory Toji. We have a 140 Itadori. We also have a 140 domain expansion Gojo, with both of them having outfits, right? You spend money on the outfit. We have Blue Gato. Most people who have him have spent at some point. Most people, not all people. We have Yuta do 4 great investment. Like, how do I look at accounts like this and be like, oh, you're doing something wrong? Like, I can't. There's nothing wrong with the characters, at least that I'm looking at. With your investment, it looks pretty good. The stamps look good, who you've used them on. Like, that is pretty much how I would use the stamps. And this is what I'm saying. This is why they need to add the ability to reset a stamp at least up to 1 time per stamp. Like, that would help so many people out. I know it would, because there's definitely people that make the mistake, right? Like, they don't necessarily look up who to use their stamp on. They're like, okay, I'm going to use it on this character, and then they regret it because they don't use that character as much as they thought, right? So it definitely happens. Recollection wise, okay, we got quite a few up to level 80. We did get the new one, dupe 5. Let's go. Nice. Congrats on that. Happy for you. And I do like that all of our recollections seem to be duped out, at least the ones that we do have dupes of. We do have a couple of SRs invested in. It doesn't look like we really have any rares, so there are some rares that we have potential to work on. Still have 2 stamps left. We have 60 tickets there left. That is looking pretty solid overall. So the account is looking good. Once again, that was Boso. Next up, we have Epic Lily 47. They have a Sukuna. He is stamped. He is only 1 dupe though, which is fine. Like, my Sukuna is only 1 dupe right now, at least. And so I completely understand that. People who go for 5 dupe Sukuna, like, it's smart, but like, it's still, I don't know. It's hard to get 5 dupes of anything on this game. Like, it's crazy unless you're just gonna buy the dupes later on, like I did with Hollow Purple Gojo. But Hollow Purple being dupe 5, I feel like if you didn't pull 5 dupes of Gojo, like myself, Hollow Purple, you should be buying the dupes to get him dupe 5, because he is a character worth having dupe 5 with his nuking potential. Really, really good. Carries you through many floors in Illusory Tower. Definitely worth it. We do have a green, a yellow, a red, and then we're kind of missing like a really good blue character up here in the 120s, 130s. Granted, I do see Sukuna and Gojo down here, right? So hopefully, I imagine you're working on Sukuna right now. If we take a look, you just don't have enough orbs yet to get Sukuna up to level 150, and that's the same problem I have. Like, I have so many characters I'm working on trying to get leveled up. It's like I just don't have enough materials to invest in all the characters I want, especially if you're leveling up other characters like Itadori here to 100 or so. Like, that takes a decent amount of your materials away. But if you want to try other characters, it's like, well, you're not going to have the materials to get all your characters up to 150 right away. The only way you have enough materials is if you don't level up any other characters. They all sit at level 1 like Kamo right there, and you just disregard them, which feels bad because you're not using half the characters in the game. And granted, they're not necessary, but it's just fun to use other characters. It gets boring to use the same characters over and over again in any game, in my opinion. And it feels bad to pull a character and then just have them sit in your box and collect dust. Like Jogo, I looked forward to getting Jogo so much, but he was one of the last free-to-plays I got because he wasn't very good. But since I've gotten him, I've actually used him quite a bit, just literally for fun, because he is a fun character to use. As for these other recollections here, looking pretty good. I would try to get these top 2 right here, 5 duped as soon as possible, or use at least Unity from top to bottom. I would use a versatile dupe on if you're able to get it, because I do think it is worth it for Unity from top to bottom, because it's used on like literally every single team. We do have some rares and SRs course, the important ones leveled up there at least a decent way. I think we still need some more resources. It looks like most of your resources have been going into characters, so we need to maybe farm out a few more orbs for recollections to get some of those recollections leveled up a little bit more. But overall, not bad. Rank 719 for character rank. I don't even know where my character rank is now that I think about it. But Gojo being the highest, honestly, no surprise there. And it must feel good that your only character that has 0 is Miguel, because that's it. That was the easiest skip character in my opinion. So easy. Next up, we have Monoshots, and Monoshots, well, I don't know anything about their account. I guess I got to see for them to tap in. Okay, so we're going to start with the friend box. Okay, yeah, we didn't mean to go there. Okay, Monoshots, rank 58. We got Hollow Purple Gojo, 5 duped. We got non-standard, 5 duped. We got the best background in the game. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's the only thing that character is useful for. Oh, no, don't switch it. Don't do that. No, no, put it back. Put it back. Oh, no, I'm actually upset. I am so upset now. Like, I love Sukuna, but like, hey, no, switch it back to the best background in the game. What's wrong with you? All right, well, we have a green 5 duped Hollow Purple Gojo, red, blue right here. I'm not counting Ishimiya. Why do we use a stamp on? Somebody explain this to me. This is one of those cases. I feel like if you could change this, you probably would. I don't know. Let me know what your reasoning for this was, but that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Like, it would make more sense if you put it on Gojo, but we have a green, a red, and a blue here. We're missing like a really good yellow character. Nobra's up here, but it looks like you didn't get the anniversary Itadori, or you might have skipped Itadori and Gojo to be able to get Sukuna, which is kind of understandable, but it looks like you are missing those anniversary characters, so that's a bit rough. Let me know if you actually pulled for them or not, but based on the fact that you are missing those characters, I would assume this is a free-to-play account. I wish you, I can see now, like, the little bar at the bottom, you guys could probably barely see it, that you did not record your character rank. I wish I could have seen that, so I could have seen or seen your cubes to be able to see if you pulled on those characters. Do we even see? We didn't see cubes at any point. Dang it. So all you've done is bait me here a little bit. Hey, YouTube channel, by the way. Forgot. I didn't even see that. So Monoshots, there you go. There you go. Okay, on to the next one. All right, next up we have another JP account. This is going to be Kaz, and I really like the new custom like frames and emblems and stuff that JP has. I can't wait to get them on the global side of the game here. But 150 on all those Gojos and Sukuna. Okay, dude, it's such a good JP account, I swear. Okay, so Hollow Purple Gojo max duped. We got Hidden Inventory max duped. We got a 2 duped Sukuna, a 1 duped Domain Expansion Gojo, 5 duped Toju. Like, jeez, man. I remember this account from last time, and I'm like, this is gonna be good. Yeah, we got the new Gojo already 4 duped, brother. Okay, calm down on the summons. By the way, for anyone that's a global player, let me back up here a little bit if I can. This Mechamaru right here, really, like, I think he's a good character. I think he's underrated. I think he's very, very good. We also got Shoko here at 140, 3 duped. Holy crap, my guy, you're going a little bit too hard on the summons. You're going a little bit too hard. It does seem like you're missing a few characters though, so I mean, it happens. But the characters that you have for SRs right there, like, okay, guys, take note. For anyone that doesn't have, like, oh, if I can back it up enough, anyone that doesn't have these 3 SR characters, right? These are your top 3 kings right here. These are who you should have leveled up if you do decide to level up an SR character. So those characters are very, very good. Definitely worth leveling up. Are you going to show us the rares? Yes, let's go. Okay, so same thing here. These 2 very good rare characters. The rest of them don't really matter, right? That's why they're so low. But these 2 characters should be leveled up. Honestly, I would like to see those rare characters a little bit higher investment. I do think they are worth it. And then recollection wise, we are rocking Sukuna's recollection. Did we get the new one from Honored One Gojo's banner? I'm not seeing it here. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, so level 70 on that. 3 duped. What? We couldn't 5 dupe that? Come on. You got some more summons to do. What's the matter? You couldn't get 5 of those? You couldn't get Gojo to the 5th dupe? What? Come on. I'm just messing with you, of course. Don't take me seriously. but looking pretty dang good on the account. The interesting thing between like JP and global is like I don't feel like I'm looking at that much of a different like thing right there, right? Because like it still shows levels and the same images and stuff like that, so it's like I don't feel that confused looking through the JP characters and recollections. It's when you get into actual like reading the story mode that it's like I wish this was in English. But yeah, as far as games go, like this is a pretty easy one to like go and play the JP version, in my opinion. Next up, we have Life Tag. Can I still catch up to you? We have Mojito as the shared unit, interestingly enough. Total clearance rating 297. That wasn't there long enough for me to read it all. And then looking at the characters, we do have a yellow, a blue, and a red at the top. Green Mojito is your green character. So this is almost definitely a free-to-play account. Looking at the amount of dupes that are into characters and stuff like that, the fact that we don't really have a great green character. Honestly, if this was JP, Green Itadori is actually, he's going to be better on global in general. So I mean, Green Itadori might be your green character for now if this is a free-to-play account like I think it is. And then recollection wise, you have that 5 dupe. That's fantastic. Unity from top to bottom should be level 80. Get that to level 80 as quickly as possible. Just because you use it so frequently, I do think it is worth having at level 80 if you can. Looking pretty good on the ones that you do have invested in, though. I don't think there's really, I don't think anybody's really had SSRs. Recollections at least down like that are level 1 that should be higher at like level 80. I think everybody's done pretty good on the SSR ones and knowing which SSR recollections are more useful and which ones aren't. I think it's mainly just been like the SRs and rares that people kind of sleep on that could be more useful to them. Yeah, we're on 447. I understand what I wish you would tap into that and show me if that was green. I don't think it is. I think 448 is green. What's 447? But I understand the struggle though. Looking at the account, I'm actually impressed that you made it to 447. That's pretty good. But now you have Sukuna. Sukuna can carry you through like every 4 even type disadvantage if you use them correctly. So just something to consider. And you still have 31,000 cubes left. So I mean, like, I'm not saying it's a smart decision, but you could go in for Sukuna more, but it's probably better to save your cubes for other banners and future characters if you want those characters. All right, next up we have Fort Misery, rank 69. What a number. Okay, let's take a look at the profile and see how the account is looking. So 241 tickets saved up. Nice. You can use those later when the standard banner gets updated. We only have 1 stamp left, so I'm interested to see who the stamps have been used on. And it looks like we have a pretty decent collection of items here. Honestly, 2,000 on those blue ones or purple ones, whatever color they are, colorblind, doesn't go very far or as far as you would think. We have 6 dupes of Panda. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, make sure you trade those in for tickets later. Okay, let's see. 100,000 cubes, bro. Give me some of your money. Give it to me. Give me a dono. Oh man, what are we? Okay, 60 characters obtained, 137 recollection bits, 297 total clearance rating, 76 titles, 823 overall character rank. I really like when people show me this. If in the future, if you want to submit, you know, showcase, which once again I only do once in a while, so it's not going to be immediately, so don't go crazy asking where you can submit it. But I let you know in my Discord. If it's something you're interested in, join the Discord, link down in the description below, right? Because there's comments on these videos every time, like people who want to submit them, and I really appreciate everybody that submits them. Want to make that clear. But I make a post in Discord once every few months, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this video, so please submit them. So if you want to be part of that, make sure you're in the Discord. All right, so I would love to see this more here, though, in the future. People showing me like their data overview like this, because I really love seeing this. It also lets me kind of see where you're from and see how you're doing in like global rankings and stuff like that. So last time well, not last time. Illusory Tower right now, you're on rank. Why am I keep saying rank? You're on 453, so that's pretty good. It also shows that you're not ranked for like other stuff as well. I don't really know why you're showing me this, but I guess maybe for the highest clear you got. But okay, 150 on these 3 characters. I respect it. Stamps on all 3 of those characters. I respect that as well. That good choices. Hollow Purple Gojo might be the green character to use a stamp on. Oh, but you only have one stamp left because you did this. Oh, no. I feel like so many people did this and then they got Sukuna and now they're like, well, I don't need Gojo stamps. Like, it's not a bad thing, but it's like, this is why we need to be able to remove stamps, guys. This is why. Not remove and replace them all the time, because then there would be no purpose to them. But at least one time you should be able to remove a stamp and re-put it on somebody else that you actually need it on, because I feel like a lot of people would probably take advantage of that. Let me know if I'm crazy, and if you think it's a good idea. I mean, if enough people say something, something might happen. I don't know. I mean, things changed a little bit when people complained at the beginning of the game. Maybe not in the ways we wanted, but I think things were done and people somewhere listened to some degree, potentially. I can't really say that with full certainty, but you never know. You never know. I mean, maybe get a JP player to get in on the idea, and the JP players will get something done for us, because when they say something, the devs typically listen. Okay, looking at the rest of these good skill levels and stuff like that, you got all the right skills leveled up, right? Like the ultimates, the skill 2 being leveled up there. Ultimate being leveled up here is the most important for domain expansion Gojo. I do like that you showed me all these, but I don't have time to look at them all. I'm skipping ahead. Let's take a look at the recollections here. All right, so looking at the recollections, the free-to-play ones, the summonable ones, all looking good. All the ones that you should have up here are up here for the SSR ones. Oh, and we got some rare ones. Finally, somebody that's got like level 70 rare ones. Love that. Okay, those two should be up here. This one, not so much anymore. I know back at the start of the game, it was okay, like a decent option, but it's really not that great anymore. Looking at the rest, like there is an SSR one. There is at least one right there. I do like this one a lot. I think people overlook it a lot. I think it is useful though, specifically because of the resurrection. It can help you in a couple of different illusory tower floors if you run that particular recollection. So it is definitely a decent option for people overall. And then looking at the rest of these, I don't think there's really anything down here that I mean, maybe this one. Okay, I do have to point this one out and give it its fair due, right? This one is good for Sukuna. Okay, not everybody will necessarily want to use it, but it can be a decent recollection overall. I think some people might want to use it. This one is really good as well. I think these two should be a little bit higher. If I missed saying these to anybody, like they were down below, apologies, I might have missed them. But those two recollections definitely worth, at least this one definitely worth it. This one maybe, like it's okay. I think people rate it a little bit too highly. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's like anything. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I just personally prefer to use some of the other like damage recollections over that one. And then we definitely got, like I said, some rare ones that I said on the other accounts that probably should be just a little bit higher. But overall, the account is looking pretty decent. Character investment, I would say it looks a little bit better than memory investment, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. All right, I'm going to do a couple more here. I'm not going to get to everybody, I'll tell you right now, but I have been talking for so long at this point. Like, I apologize, guys. I can't say it enough. Thank you so much to everybody that submitted their showcases, and I'm so sorry I can't get to everybody. It's just a lot of talking for me. My voice goes, right? And but I can't say thank you enough. Thank you guys so much for all the support, the love for the channel, the like everything. I appreciate you guys. Awesome community. All right, let's continue. We got Epsilon Omega, rank 56. Let's take a look at their account and see what they're going to show us. The fun thing about JJK is, like, I never know what people are going to show me because there's so many different things to show. I do prefer at least the characters and the recollections, which everybody showed, but some people have showed like their illusory tower and stuff like that. I think I would really like to see illusory tower in future ones for everybody, see where everybody's at on that, just to see like how people are faring in that grind, right? So we got another, so many people did this. It's crazy. I can't believe you guys did that. It's just crazy to me because we've known for so long Sukuna was coming, and he's probably the one you're going to want to stamp, right? So it's just crazy to me that so many people did that, but I get it if you needed a good blue character at the time, but still. All right, so we got a blue, a green, a red, and then there's your yellow, and now Sukuna's up here as another blue option. Fair having Yuta stamped right there. So realistically, Might would stamp Hollow Purple and Might would stamp Hidden Inventory Gojo. I wouldn't necessarily waste them, but like one of each color. Once again, same idea. You should have one of each color probably stamped for your attacker characters. I think that's kind of generally the way to go to maximize the potential for your account to give you as much damage as possible and stuff like that to help you be able to climb through the illusory tower stages and all those other things. So keep that in mind as well. Now, once again, I appreciate people showing me their individual characters. It's just if we go through everybody's individual characters, it's going to take forever. Rank Gojo, Itadori being the most. I don't think I've seen anybody with, like, granted there are more Gojos and Itadoris in the game, but I don't think I've seen anybody with more rank on somebody else than Gojo and Itadori, to be fair. We did not have Miguel. I also saw that, which is fine. Once again, easy skip. I feel like most people should have skipped Miguel. Granted, I did get him luckily on, what was it, tickets at one summit? I don't even know. I got him crazy early. Like, it was super lucky. But he's so not it. He's so not a good character. Hopefully he's one of those characters that gets big buffs in the end. I definitely see some recollections, by the way, that could be invested in. Even SSRs like this one right here should be invested in. This one should be invested in. Where this one should be invested in. So you definitely got some SSR recollection potential that I feel like you're missing out on that could make the account a little bit better. But I think overall, like, really most people have done pretty good investment on like the recollections and memories and characters that matter for the most part. Next up, we have I Trust Y106. It's Rusty 106. There we go. That's what it was. It's Rusty 106. Wow, I struggled with that. I like eating ramen and doing Rasengan. Okay, so well, we got Naruto in the video. Let's see how their account is looking. Oh boy. Okay, so rank 29. They started this account when Domain Expansion Gojo came out. So we have Domain Expansion Gojo. We have Hollow Purple. Damn, okay. That's pretty good to start an account off on. We have Sukuna, 2 duped. We have Gato. Like, we got, like, it's a solid account. We have Megami. This is actually a really, this is why maybe you should just reroll accounts at this point instead of continuing an account that's old that doesn't have stuff. Because, like, look at this account. This account is actually kind of fire for just having been started. This guy's level 29. Like, look at the characters. The characters that he has are good. He has good investment. I'm guessing this is somebody that was playing before because I don't think a new player would have this good of investment. Like a brand new player, right? You have to have some idea of what you're doing. Or you have to look up a lot of YouTube guides or stuff like that. But yeah, the recollections are looking good. You have a dupe on adult time, by the way. Please use that. There are definitely some recollections down here, like this one, that are level 1. Please work on those two. These 3, actually, these 2 right here and this one. Yeah, those need to be worked on immediately. There's some SR ones as well, but I think your SSR ones that I just pointed out are going to be probably your top priorities, so I would work on those sooner rather than later, in my personal opinion. That team looked pretty solid right there. Are you going to show us anything else? Illusory Tower, okay. 427 already. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. So I feel like you're definitely someone who had an account before and might have started a new account when Domain Expansion Gojo came out. All right, and this is going to be the last account that I do. There are 9 accounts I didn't get to. Okay, guys, there were 30. I'm so sorry. Once again, I can't stress enough. Thank you so much for submitting your accounts. If you're one of the 9 that I didn't get to, I apologize. I honestly can't keep talking anymore. My voice is going. I know it maybe doesn't sound like it, but my throat hurts. I'm struggling, I promise. So I try to get through as many as I can between this and the My Hero one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We're going to end off here with Kelsier. I will admit I saved his for last. I clicked on it earlier, like when I was going through, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to save this one for last. So I intentionally did save this one for last. I was going randomly other than that, though, with everybody else's. So I wasn't picking anybody's on purpose besides this one, okay? I wanted to end with this one because this is a player that had submitted theirs last time. One of the top players, like, absolutely insane. I love seeing this account. This is so cool. Level 101, 110,000 cubes. And I think this is just an account everybody can enjoy, honestly, because like you have to respect it. You have to respect it when you see it. Okay, 3,528 tickets. Look at this man's pity, though. Look at the pity card. 634 pity. Do you guys think this man pulls or not? Like, holy crap, you have to respect that. That is impressive. That is so impressive. It's, oh man. Like, look at this. Look at this. We're literally, you have to be like spending to buy stamina. We're spending to buy AP packs at this point. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Look at this account, man. I am not the person. I am not the person to be critiquing this. I should not be the one doing this. I should be submitting my account to this person to have them critique my account. Okay, so just enjoy the show, basically, is what this is. Like, look at all the dupes that we just need to sell off to, like, be able to get more character tickets, and he doesn't need more character tickets. Like, the dupes are absolutely useless to him. He still has 110,000 cubes. What was that rank? Collective rank 1044? Like, what? We're already ranked 60 with Gojo. Like, oh my gosh, guys. Like, look at this. This is absolutely freaking insane. No character missing there. I would hope not with the amount of summons you have done. And then if we take a look at what else are we going to see? Are we going to see the events and stuff too? We've finished. You're on. Did I see this right? Did I see this right? Current 357? Oh my gosh. What the hell? That's crazy. Guys, you see why I saved this for last, right? This is crazy. Kelsier, thank you so much for submitting this. This is just, I am enjoying myself on this one. I enjoy myself on all of them, but like this is a treat, right? This is absolutely crazy. All right, 68 characters obtained. 145 recollection bits obtained, 297 total clearance rating, 85 titles, total character rank is 1044. We have these as our most used characters, which I actually kind of would believe: Toji, Domain Expansion Gojo, Megami, Pride, and I honestly don't remember what that's called, but it makes sense. Let's see. Let's see. I knew this was coming. Okay, so Kelsier is at 460, right? He was number 5 to finish, it looks like. So, okay. Dang. And then, highest score, highest clearance, combat power, but that high, look at that score. Look at that score. Number 1. This is the number 1 player. That's insane. That's actually insane for the server, at least. And then, oh, actually in the global ranking too? Holy sh! I didn't know it was number 1 for the global ranking. Oh my, bro, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, just look at the orbs. Look at the orbs. It's insane. It's insane. If there is a single recollection in here that's not 5 duped, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm not going to lie. That's what we're looking for at this point. If we see a recollection that's not 5 duped, we call them out on it, okay? Because that's what we're looking for. All of these are 5 dupes so far. Oh, there was one. There's one. It's only 4 duped. Okay. Calling you out on that. There's one. This one's only 1 duped. Okay, actually, even the top player, somebody who has that much pity, doesn't have everything duped. That's actually kind of crazy to think about. There's a couple that aren't 5 duped. I honestly came into this expecting everything to be 5 duped, and it's not even like you can dupe them, right? Because I don't see the exclamation point, so you just didn't get them. That's crazy. So there was what, 3 in there that weren't fully duped? That's, with the amount of summons you've done, it's crazy that there's even 3. Okay, stamps wise, guys, this is who you look to for the stamps, right? I feel like looking at this, these are the exact characters I probably would have stamped personally. So we got Hollow Purple Gojo, Hidden Inventory Gojo, Blue Sukuna, Red Yuta, Red Toji. Once again, I think it's negligible, debatable. This is one thing I will say. I don't think you need both of them stamped. I don't think you need Toji and Yuta. I think you can have either or. Granted, they do slightly different things, but I mean, they're both pretty good red characters, so I think in terms of red characters you can choose which one, but as long as you have one of each type, right? Kelsier has red, blue, yellow, and green, one of each type stamped. That is what you should have, okay, minimum. Also, we didn't stamp Gojo, so proud of you for that, but I mean, once again, one of the top players. That's hopefully what I would expect from them overall. Is you've done this many, this is crazy to me because you've done this many summons. And I honestly kind of expected, they are all level 100 for the most part. I will say that most of your characters. I kind of expected for most of your SSR characters to still be a pretty high level. Like, I would expect Mahito to still be like 140, but he's not, which is interesting to me. You do obviously have the orbs to do some of these characters, but I'd be curious, like, why not do Mahito? I guess because he evades and then he just does like percent health damage, so it doesn't matter. You don't need him at 150. But all these other characters, it's crazy. You blew Megami 140, by the way. I gotta say that as well. I guess maybe you like Megami. I think Megami might be your favorite character if you have blue Megami 140, but like you have these other characters 140, right? That I feel like aren't going to be used as much, maybe. But then Mahito's not 140. I don't know. Actually, most of these characters are actually all pretty good. They have 140. I don't think there's any that I really haven't used all that much. Hanami has her uses. I think she could be 140 potentially. Those two free-to-play characters are actually worth potentially being 140. Wait. No way. We have Miguel 140 and over Mahito. Why? Am I dumb? Like, I'm genuinely asking. This part I don't understand. Because, like, I've tried Miguel. I don't feel like he's the best character. You have him at 140, but you don't have Mahito or Hanami at 140. And I feel like they have more uses than this character right here. I would love to know if there's a reason to this, like, genuinely. Like, let me know. If you see this, let me know in the comments, because I'd genuinely love to know what the reason is. The rest of these characters, like, it's fine. They're supporter characters, right? Supporter characters don't need to be level 140, so I totally understand that. But yeah, the character investment, the memories, the recollections, the cubes, everything about this account, absolutely freaking insane. And once again, I don't feel like I was the person who should have been critiquing this, but yeah, free to play. I love that. I love the ending. Free to play, forced to play. Who's forcing you, King? Who's forcing you? Come and donate to me. I'll play for you. Oh man, that's absolutely insane. But it's clear. I hope it's clear that you love the game, like the game, right? If somebody is actually forcing you to play, let us know discreetly in the comments. But yeah, that is it for the showcases, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Peace.